Welcome, boys and girls, to another Rick's Cards TTM episode where we send off celebrities and sports figures cards and photographs and request autographs. And if they send them back, we report it to you. So let's get right into it. We've got 11 today. Actually, we've got 10 and one failure. Let's do the failure. Looks like Jason Bear has moved on, and that address is no good. Got an RTS. I've sent to him before, and that address worked, but not this time. So do not send to Mr. Jason Bear at that address. And let's get on to the good one. So this one is coming from White River Junction, Vermont. Only one person lives up that way, and that is the Spaceman, Bill Lee. And as he put on my envelope, should have sent an Expo card. You're lucky, he says. Okay, Mr. Lee, so what did you? You autographed my Senior League card, the 1990 TM. Let's see if I can get the lighting right here. Signed that, of course. He signed it 2022, Earth. He also signed another senior card. This one, a Pacific. And he signed a 1978 Topps for me. So thank you, Mr. Lee. I do consider myself lucky. Our next one, coming out of the Celebrity Zone. This one's coming out of Capital City, Capital District. So I guess that's Washington, D.C. It is a 5 of 5. And it is from longtime news anchor, Mr. Fred Koppel from Nightline. Remember him? Mr. Koppel signed this photograph for me. And he also signed one. He signed two. And he signed three. And he signed 4 index cards. I put extra index cards just to protect the photograph, but he signed them all, and I appreciate that. We got some for trades, I guess. That took 10 days from Mr. Koppel. I do appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Our next one, and this one's coming out of Santa Clarita, California. It is a 3 of 3, and this one had a note on the back of it. It said, "Sorry for the delay, Rick. Bill." And this is coming from Mr. Bill Bean, the other Bill Bean. His number 1 draft pick card signed for me. This 1989 Topps. And that was nice of him to apologize for the delay. It took 82 days, by the way. And he also signed 2 index cards for me. So thank you, Mr. Bill Bean. The other Bill Bean. Like the other Frank Thomas, right? Okay, our next one coming out of San Antonio, Texas. Home of the Alamo, right? Am I wrong? How's my history? This one took 97 days. It's a 1 of 1, and it is from Brooks Kirshenick. Mr. Kirshenick signed this 98 Topps Chrome for me, which looks very good, by the way, for one of the shiny Chrome cards. I did treat it pretty good, so it come out great. So thank you, Mr. Kirshenick. Again, that took 97 days. No apologies necessary. Our next one, coming out of who knows where. It's not marked. And it is a 3 of 3. It is a golfer. And it took 15 days. Mr. Jim Gallagher Jr. signed this Pro Set 90 card for me. He also signed in red this autograph card, golf autograph card. And he inscribed 2 Rick best wishes on the index card in red. The red actually kind of pops on that index card. It actually did pretty good on the golf ball, too. Not bad. Thank you, Mr. Gallagher, for your autograph. That took 15 days. Our next one, coming out of North Houston, Texas. It is a 1 of 1. Took 74 days. Cost $5. And I had to get it signed, and you'll see why. Mr. Larry Durker on this St. Louis Cardinals 78 Topps. That just pops on that red uniform. Anything pops on a red uniform, if you ask me. Thank you, Mr. Larry Dirk. I was holding this card for a long time and finally pulled the trigger and said, I got to get that sign. Okay, our next one. Another one, Tampa, Florida. This is a 1 of 1, took 8 days. It's a $5 one. Shout out to Michael Myers, who gave me the idea on this. And it is Sonny Jurgensen. Signed this replica rookie card of his, which I thought was very cool. I bought this card and I said, I'm going to get him signed. I liked him as a quarterback when. So, and I appreciate the signature, Mr. Sonny Jurgensen. He also inscribed it Hall of Fame. Was it 83? Was it 83? I think so. Thank you, Mr. Sonny Jurgensen. Our next one, coming out of Columbia, South Carolina. It is a 1 of 1. Another one that pops. I actually sent him 2 cards. He only sent me 1 back. He didn't send his rookie card back. But he did inscribe this for me like I asked him. #1 draft pick, Mr. Mike Anderson, on this 78 Topps. I sent him his rookie card too, and I believe he kept that. So that's okay. I would keep it too if I was him. And appreciate the inscription. Thank you, Mr. Mike Anderson. And thank you for your time with St. Louis. You were a good hitter for us. For them. I wasn't on the team, but you know what I mean. And the next one out of Atlanta Metro. No, it's not Ron Gant. It's a 2 of 2. It's a golfer. 12 days it took. Billy Andrade signed this, and he also signed inscribed it to 2022. He signed this 90 Pro Set, and he signed this blank golf ball 2022 also. So I thank you, Mr. Billy Andrade. And I believe I'm saying his name correctly. I just heard him the other day. Okay, and last but not least, coming out of Sacramento, California, we got a 5 of 5. It only took 7 days, and I noticed I hadn't sent him for a long time, and it is Mr. Jim Barr. Mr. Barr signed this 81. I believe it's an 81. Yeah, no, it's 77. It's a 77 Topps. And he also signed this 81 Topps on the Angels there, on the Giants. And then he signed 2 78 Topps. So I thank you, Mr. Barr. Oh, you also he did sign an index card, so that makes the 5 of 5. So thank you, Mr. Jim Barr, a very good TTM representative for us here, who is very generous with his signature. And that will do it for today. I'm going to have another one real quick. I just got a mail in that I haven't checked in yet, and it's a lot of mail. So hopefully I'll be able to get it out to you before the weekend's up. So have a good weekend, and until then, always hustle. You never know who's watching. Bye.